With the release of Hotel Transylvania Tranfomania, we now have 4 films inside of the Hotel Transylvania franchise. So today, I thought it was time for me to stop and rank all 4 Hotel Transylvania films, ranked from the worst to the best. Please note that everything that I will say in this video is just my very own opinion. My name is Nation, and you are free to comment down below your ranking of all 4 Hotel Transylvania films ranked from the worst to the best, just like me, or you could just do your favorite. Please don't forget to check out that Twitter that's going to pop up on your screen right now. And also, please don't forget to check out that review for Hotel Transylvania Tranfomania for more context up above. And with that being said, let's get right into our ranking. Kicking off my list at number 4 for me has got to go to the newest installment, Hotel Transylvania 4 Tranfomania. I said it wrong in the intro. Now, starting off with the positives, the animation is just fantastic. It's fluid, it's bouncy, and soft. The animation in these films always one-upped each other. There's a certain nuance to having a Freaky Friday plot with Drac and Johnny switching places as our main monster and main human, respectively. The story is fast-paced, the gags and action keeps you somewhat entertained as well as the kids, and I think the story of Drac retiring and leaving the hotel to his daughter and his son-in-law seems to be a really good idea, and then having him switch places with Johnny, I thought all of it was great. But as the finale to this franchise, it felt lifeless and off. I was disappointed because it felt like a distant cousin to the rest of the trilogy. All the characters are back except for, some of the voice actors. But all the characters from the other 3 films are back inside of this one. The voice cast is a little bit different though. Adam Sandler didn't return to play Dracula. Kevin James didn't return to play Frankenstein. As a standalone animated film, it's meh. It's alright. I wouldn't rewatch it, but it's okay. I think the vulnerability of seeing Drac as a human works fine. But inside of this franchise, it fell flat for me. Kicking off my top 3 list for me has got to go to Hotel Transylvania 2. Now, this is the most watched Hotel Transylvania film for me. It came out around the time I was anticipating films more. The Peanuts movie, Force Awakens, Age of Ultron, Minions, and Alvin and the Chipmunks and the Roach. Yeah, I'm kind of embarrassed by it too. Not really. Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakquel, was the first film I remember seeing in theaters. So like 2009. I remember that was the first movie I went to go see in theaters. I think this is a gigantic jump in quality from 4, and I think it's a great continuation from the first film. The monsters have been accepted in the real world, and now they have merchandise surrounding them. They have fans, and I think that works and plays into the central idea that the monsters, including Dracula, have lost their way and have become a little bit more domestic and humanized, thus pushing him to want Dennis to be a monster, but also the fact that he loves his grandchild and wants to be around him more and believes that the hotel is the best place for him to be. And if the story in the first film is about him accepting his daughter falling in love with a human, then this one is about accepting the fact that his grandson may not be a monster. The film slows down a little bit during the middle, but the stuff with Mavis in the human town and Vlad coming into the mix works really well for me. I have seen it many times though, but the impact of the story never not hits. My runner-up at number 2 for me is Hotel Transylvania 3 Summer Vacation. Again, another film that came out around the time that I was very in love with the movies. The memories of 2018, when I was watching this film, all came back to me. I remember when this film dropped at a time where we were getting spoiled as movie fans with content. Avengers Infinity War had came out, Ant-Man and the Wasp was coming out the exact same month. We had Incredibles 2 a month earlier. We were getting some teasers, a little bit of more information about the live action films that's coming the next year. We had Deadpool 2, just so many great films. In the span of 2 years from 2018 to 2019, we were just spoiled with content. And when I saw this film, man, it was at a time where I was very falling in love with the movies. I was really following along with a lot of the movie releases, and it feels nostalgic to me because it came out at a time where it was one of the happiest times of my life in entertainment wise. Hotel Transylvania 3 was a fun watch. This is where they truly changed the animation and tone to more hijinks, more bouncy and fluid movements, and softer designs with brighter locales. I think the idea of taking the monsters on a monsters cruise changes it up a bit and never really takes them out of the hotel, because that's what a cruise is. It's a hotel on the water. Drac wanting companionship and to find love again is something I can relate to. And when he zings for the second time, it's treated as a huge thing, again solidifying this as a trilogy. It all comes full circle because, as they said in the first film, you only zing once in your life. But Drac zinged twice. And that's important to the character, and that's also important to the story. Hotel Transylvania 3 introduces new characters and a new locale, tone, and animation style. But the story stays the same, with now certain humans learning to accept the monsters. But coming in at my number one for me has gotta go to Hotel Transylvania 1. It's the one I wouldn't rewatch as much as 3 and 2, but it is the best of the franchise. Adam Sandler's voice for Dracula and his line, "I don't say blah blah blah," to me is kinda iconic.
I don't say blah blah blah.
I do not say blah blah blah.
I remember when the trailers were coming out for this movie. I remember the TV spots. I even still have some of the McDonald's toys for this film. That's how long this franchise has been out. That's how long I've been following this franchise. And that shows, just how much I grew up with this franchise. As well as the other voice cast members, it feels like Adam Sandler and his friends playing as iconic monsters, but in a clever way. The monsters are, of course, over hundreds of thousands of years old, but they feel modern. The clever writing of making fun out of the idea of monsters living in the modern world where they check into a hotel is great to me. It's relatable stuff. But my draw to this film is the deep storytelling of a father wanting to protect his child from the humans that killed his wife long ago. For him to have to spend his life in depression and stoicness, fearing that they are still the same way as they were years ago. Drac has to accept the fact that there are people in the world that will truly accept them. And he has to learn to let go of his daughter and come to terms with the fact that she is in love with a human. Hotel Transylvania isn't the perfect film. It's not even a perfect franchise series. But thanks to the clever writing, the deep storytelling, and the awesome voice cast, it has to come in, for me, at number 1. Alright guys, that is it for the ranking. Please know that everything that I did say in this video was just my very own opinion. My list was certainly not the right list, it was just my list, and you are free to comment down below your ranking of all of the Hotel Transylvania films, 1, 2, 3, and 4, right from the worst to the best, just like me, or you could just do your favorite. Please don't forget to check out that Twitter that's going to pop up on your screen right now, and also if you are new to the channel, please don't forget to come back in the next following days for more rankings and reviews. Like, comment, and subscribe, and with that being said, I will see you all next time. Peace.